Well, the stock market is off to a promising start in 2012 as the indexes have continued to rise. The Dow breached 13,000 last week for the first time in recent memory as optimism on Wall Street increased. Now, with the recent run-up, many are wondering if this will last or if another downturn is around the corner. Joining us now to provide some answers to all of your financial questions is Dana Bath from Avant-Garde Advisors. Welcome. It's so refreshing to have a woman in here talking about money.
Thank you.
That's your expertise. Now, the market has gotten off to a solid start so far in 2012. What does this mean for investors?
Well, we absolutely have had a great start, but this doesn't mean that it's time to become complacent at all.
Right.
It's time to still really consider how your portfolio is performing and maybe even proceed in a little bit of an arena of caution. Mm-hmm. So really for us, we encourage people to start thinking about speaking with their financial planners and getting a look at where you should be heading, because just because we've started off in a great environment doesn't mean that's where we're going to end the year.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you are an independent advisor firm. What does that mean?
We are a fee-based firm that offers independent investment advice.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 150 years collectively of expertise in the industry.
Yeah.
We are able to do what we do from a very objective perspective because we're not wed to financial institutions.
Yeah, that's great. Now, what kind of clientele do you have?
We work with people that are in transition, oftentimes, people with established wealth. The people that are in transition, oftentimes, as an example, are things like you have a 401k and maybe you've just retired or quit that job or been laid off, unfortunately, in these environments.
Yeah.
And you need some help with figuring out what to do with those assets. In addition to that, we work with widows, we work with people that are that have been recently divorced, unfortunately.
Right.
And so those types of people are great people for us to work with because, it's a stressful time when you're in those situations, and it's a great time to seek out a professional. Financial expertise is key in making great decisions.
Yeah, and you were just kind of talking about that. We have a very strong female demographic and a lot of single moms out there that are having to take control of their finances. How do you help women?
We work with women in a capacity that's a little bit different because we feel that it's important to really listen and understand what they need.
Yeah.
We take a lot of time with them as well because education is key in this whole process.
Right.
One of the other things that we offer in that is we offer workshops, and they're completely free and available to clients whenever they want to participate in those. And the other thing that goes with that is it gives a kind of what I would call a synergistic opportunity where you're sitting there in a room with other women. Maybe somebody asks a question that you didn't realize you hadn't even thought of yourself, or
you're a little embarrassed to ask
or you're
sometimes.
Embarrassed to ask, exactly. So it's a great opportunity for people to share and really learn and gain understanding. And if you visit our website, denverwealth.com, there's a schedule and when we periodically are offering those workshops.
Do you do those workshops personally?
I do them with another partner of mine. Yes.
Another partner.
Yes.
I just think it's important to have that female because we talk to each other a little bit differently.
Absolutely.
And communicate. So that's great to have a role model like you.
And I like to provide clarity. Sometimes there's a question that comes out, and maybe if you're speaking with a male figure, that answer may not come the way you need it. So I try to add a little bit of clarity.
You're a breath of fresh air. All right, so tax time is right around the corner. That just brings a lot of stress to my life, but this is really a good time to go over your finances and maybe some of your investments, right?
It's actually a perfect time to do that. You're naturally collecting all of your financial data, you're getting financial information together, and it's a great time to see if your plans that you had from last year are in line with the things that you may be needing to look forward to in the coming year.
So should you be switching things periodically? Should you be really paying attention to what your investments are?
Absolutely. You should really look and see that your goals and your objectives are in alignment with exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and your portfolio should be tailor-made to that. That's something that I think Avant-Garde specializes in, is we tailor-make. We don't do cookie-cutter type of portfolio planning. We specifically look at each individual situation and we decide what's going to work best for them.
What is the common mistake people make when it comes to all of this?
The biggest mistake that people make is doing absolutely nothing. They don't look to see if there are things that they should be doing differently. They don't even look to hire a financial professional. I think that's probably a key item right there is, you know, maybe you talked with somebody and you thought you were going to start working with them and then they still do nothing. And we really encourage you to come and sit down and talk with us.
You're really great, and just a great place, especially for the women out there, to go for advice. Thank you so much. So we have a special offer for you today. Give the Avant-Garde staff a call right now to regain control of your portfolio. Their number is 720-457-2378. And the first 10 callers with investments of $100,000 or greater will be provided with a comprehensive financial plan at no cost and no obligation. The Avant-Garde team will take you through a complete financial analysis to guide you down the right path. Don't allow complacency, as she told us, to cost you any more money. So do you want to explain this offer just a little more for the first 10 callers?
Yes, for the first 10 callers, we are looking to work with them to determine if there are any deficiencies in what they're currently doing, and then to create a strategic plan for the future, as long as providing an extensive amount of education and understanding.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. And once again, their number is 720-457-2378. And you can get them online at avantgardewm.com. And for financial workshops, for more information on those, it's denverwealth.com. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Coming up on Colorado's Best, gorgeous granite countertops, rich wood